Alright, so if I'm understanding my notes correctly, the next few endings are all going to take place in Faerie by messing up riddles, basically. So, this should be fun. We're going to get our crew together, and then we're not only going to see the bad ends, but also what happens when picking the right answers ourselves instead of having our friends answer for us, so... should be good stuff all around.
I'm coming! Get in your room and wait there.
Okay. So only Allie's coming? I ran upstairs, still biting back tears, as I huddled on my bed. I updated her and we lingered in the kitchen, peering into the darkness as we tried to figure out what to do next.
There are a few fairy gates in the area this time of year, but we don't have much assurance the Fae haven't closed those as well. That said, there is a stray gate that opens in the area every year. The location is never the same, and it's possible that one might be outside the control of the Unseelie Court. We spend a lot of time looking for it every year, so we can make sure we keep any and all mortals away from it. I don't think it's been found yet, though.
A stray gate, eh? Something dawned on me suddenly. The bridge! What if that's why I'd been trying to sneak down there? Why I'd been so drawn to it? Wait! I might know where it is. Okay. Is it just you and me, girl? Allie grabbed my arm, pulling me back before I got very far.
Nora, wait. We can't go barreling into Faerie without a plan.
Oh, yes, we can.
Not to be super blunt here, but the last time you did that, you ended up tangled in a changeling contract.
And I'll get myself tangled in 100 more if it means getting Spencer back. I saved my brother once before, and I can do it again. I will do it again, no matter what that means. I stopped and let out a long, slow breath before I turned back to Allie. But I don't have any intentions of stumbling into another annoying contract. I'm pissed, but I'm going to be smarter about it this time. We're on our own with this, Allie. I'm not going to stand around discussing it. I'm getting them back before it's too late. Interesting. Just you and me, eh? How is this going to work with the Fae? Well, we both made it, so that was good news, I guess. I let out a long, shaky breath. Allie and I walked quietly for some time, and honestly, neither of us had any idea where we were going.
Reminds me of this really bad haunted house some guy set up in our neighborhood last year.
Oh?
Yeah. Low budget, not scary at all.
Yeah. Totally not scared. Not a bit. Not me. She gave me an amused look.
Really?
Nope. Not... I stopped as something ahead caught my attention and put my arm out to stop Allie as well. What is that?
What are you...
Looks like the path ahead is closing. We have to run for it. Try to make it through.
No, it's too late.
Besides, I wasn't sure either of us could take the real Danny. Or this fake. I turned to Allie with a worried look. Okay, so you still take on the appearance of friends, even if they're not with us.
We don't have time for this, but I don't think we have a choice.
The fairy smiled and tipped its head to the side in a decidedly un-Danny way, despite how much it looked like him.
I'll even make it easier for you. Here are the 3 possible answers. Can you choose the right one?
Okay. So... I'm just gonna make a save here so we can start again next time, because we'll pick the right answer next time. This time we can either pick Lycaon or Sirius. Let's do Lycaon. Damn it! Why did it have to be something difficult right from the start? Even with the choices, I wasn't sure which one was right. They all sounded right. I looked at Allie, but she shrugged. Man, I knew we'd cover this in history, but my mind was too full of anxiety and worries about everything happening. Okay, it was definitely something from mythology. Romulus and Remus. I just couldn't remember the name of their mother wolf. But I was going to have to take a stab at it. Lycaon sounded right. Lycos was Latin for wolf. Or was it Greek? I didn't even know. Regardless. Lycaon. The answer is Lycaon. I think. The Danny fake began to chuckle, and I knew immediately I'd gotten it wrong. There was no way he'd look that smug if I'd been right.
I'm afraid you've gotten it wrong. I knew you wouldn't last long down here, little changeling.
And Allie disappeared. What's that mean?
You couldn't even make it past one challenge. You blazed into our realm for the second time, determined to fight your way through. And in the end you failed, just like before.
I took a step back. That look on his face was not encouraging. Allie? I glanced back, surprised to find that she was gone. Where?
Gone. Released. Aren't you glad?
What about my brother? Ewan?
Oh, we'll be keeping them here. And you, well...
He came closer, but I sidestepped away, panicking. No! I had failed that easily? This couldn't be happening. There had to be some way out of this. What are you going to do with us?
Those two will stay here, happy, content. After a time. After they get accustomed to their fate. But you... I'm afraid it's not going to be that simple for you.
He reached for me, but I turned and fled. There was echoing laughter around me as I bolted through the strange trees and lights. I had no idea where I was going. I had to get out. Maybe if we regrouped, we could think of another way in, another way to beat them, another way to get Spencer back. But the trees were a labyrinth, and I had no idea where the exit was. I don't even know how long I ran. I ran until my lungs were burning and my heart was thundering in my ears. When I finally stopped, it was because I had to. The trees opened to a yawning black precipice, like a ravine with no visible bottom. Just a few feet down, the straggly roots jutting out from the dirt just disappeared into darkness. Well, that's apropos, considering the Danny doppelganger. I backed away from it carefully. Have to find another path.
Hello, little changeling.
No! Two arms snaked around me, holding me in place, right at the edge of that darkness. That is so wild! This is just like Danny's route, except we're not being saved from going down there. Oh no. That is dark, but I like it.
Looks like you found your way here on your own.
Let go of me!
We tried to welcome you here, to make Faerie your home. You could have lived here forever. Young, beautiful, happy. But you just couldn't be satisfied with that.
He's pushing me toward the edge! I tried to fight back, to dig my heels into the ground, but I just slid closer and closer to that black edge.
If you refuse to become one of us and live here, then you can still be useful in other ways. I decided that already when you returned.
Let me go! Stop it!
I'm afraid not. It's nearly time for the Tiend anyway, and I don't think anyone will mind using you as payment.
I take it that Tiend or Tiend? Probably Tiend. Is like the root of tithe. Tiend?
That's right. A payment made every 7 years. To a place far worse than Faerie. Darker, colder, and terrible in every way.
No! Stop! I struggled against his hands, but my toes were already poking over the edge of that darkness.
At least this way you won't cause trouble for us anymore.
He pushed me forward, and I gasped as a blast of cold air hit me, tearing the scream from my lips. I fell forward into that darkness and didn't even get a final look at the world of light before I was swallowed by the shadows. Damn, I loved that. Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed, thrice and once the hedge pig whined. Harpier cries, 'tis time, 'tis time. That was amazing. I'm so glad I did Danny's route before that, because, whew, the context of that. Tiend! Wasn't kind, but it was a tiend. Alright, well, that was a spicy one to start. Okay, well, I guess next time we'll see what Doppelganger Drayson has in store for us. See you then.